How to troubleshoot and fix INP issue longer than 500 milliseconds. For Google Search Console, Core Web Vital Reports. This will be an advanced tutorial for troubleshooting and fixing INP issues that take longer than 500 milliseconds, because they have to be fixed for any website that wants to provide better user experience, accordingly wants to improve website traffic. So we have tools available such as PageSpeed Insights, but this is still a basic tool. You also have access to Web Vitals JavaScript library for troubleshooting too. You can simply read the help section. All you need to do is add this script, and then you can call first input delay, take a look at that, report all interactions, and also there's a Chrome extension for Web Vitals. We'll be looking at this sample page, which is a blog post, and also a sample product URL coming from Test Shopify store. So now let's go and troubleshoot INP issues. Let's press on F12 on our keyboard, and here let's look at console. What we can do is we can say mid-tier mobile or low-end mobile, because we're troubleshooting. We want to identify interaction to next pane issues and what could be causing them. And the tools I've just shown to you, they will actually show you the problem elements of a web page. So now let's refresh the page. And now what I'm going to do is interact. And let's also do something like this. Press on Tab and navigate through our keyboard, because interaction to next pane also calculates that. Whatever the element a user can interact with, Search Console reports groups all those interactions and tells you INP scores accordingly. So now there is an embedded YouTube video here. Let me press on the play icon, because that's another interaction. And in my example, it seems that it's taken a bit too long, as we can see, okay? Now, the Chrome extension has actually recorded a lot of things here. We've got the largest contentful pane, first contentful pane, time to first byte. As we can see, it says it needs improvement. Any improvements for Core Web Vital reports will help everything else related to INP issues as well, okay? So keep that in mind. Then we have the first input delay, and it shows us what the problem was. In this example, there is no problem because everything functioned fast. But we have a drop down icon element, so that's related to the menu here. And let's press on the arrow key and look at that. That's the span element. Okay, so this is how you find out things here. Then we also have interaction to next pane. In this example, this interaction was fast enough, so there is no problem. But let's look at a typical Test Shopify product URL, and let's do the same thing, as in interact with the web page, press on the menu icon, press on the tab elements. Let's close the menu. Let's press Add to Cart to see what happens with those interactions. In the sample example, once again, interaction target was this. It was a click type, so that was a clickable element. And we can go deeper and deeper to find out what element and what click event. So this is how you troubleshoot INP issues longer than 500 milliseconds. Then we can press on the performance tab. Let's empty cache and hard reload. And now let's record the page interactions. By pressing on the record tab, now let's just interact with the web page using our keyboard, using our mouse button. Let's press on what elements we can click on. Let's also type in some words in comment area, hello world, as an example. Now we've interacted with certain web page elements. Your website will be different, but you need to follow the same process. Let's press stop. Now the performance tab in Web Developer Toolbar has recorded a lot of stuff here. If you don't have the experience, perhaps you're a web developer, you're not truly skilled to understand exactly what's going on here. If that's the case, what I suggest to you is spend that 5-10 minutes to simply look at what we're seeing here. Obviously, you're not gonna understand all these things at the beginning, but nonetheless, if you want to troubleshoot certain Search Console issues, we need to have those skills. If you're a website owner that does not have technical skills, then simply get a hold of a web developer who can fix this problem. Because this problem in Search Console is very important. It has to be fixed, or else you're losing website traffic, okay? So then we can zoom in to certain elements, as we can see. What I tend to do is anything that I see red in color, I want to take a look at that. Because as we can see at the initial page load, there was a task that was long, which was a script evaluation. Sometimes in the summary tab, you'll actually see exactly which script. In this example, it's an inline script. That means the JavaScript that's inlined, and there is a lot of them here, then that's the script that's been evaluated. At that moment, I have to say, what scripts were they? Because it's taking too long. It's a long task. As I've said, you want to look at the colorful stuff. It's like a rainbow sometimes. Then there was a lot of things happening here, so I want to zoom into that area and say, okay, what happened there? Right? So let's take a look, because I've got some extensions for Chrome. You could have done the same test using incognito option without any extensions to simplify the troubleshooting methods. Here we have some frames. So as I scroll left, right, you can see what's been painted. Because in this area I've interacted with the menu. So then anything that's there, you can take a look at it. Which frames and so on, okay? Then we have animation here. So what I can now do is say, okay, what animations were they? Okay, it doesn't tell me, but it's telling me the timing of it. There were some interactions here, as we can see. So now let me try and zoom into that area. Say, okay, what interactions were they? Because the main thread here, right, as we can see, I'm using my mouse to zoom in and out, which is easier for me. I can hold down the space bar and go like so, because that's what we need to do as well. This is the timeline of that page load. Okay, now as I've said, anything you see in red color, you want to triple check that. Here there was another task. There was a focus event. and there was a function call. And that function call in this example, it seems okay. But for your setup, obviously some function calls may take too long. And now when I pressed on that, let's press on the jQuery, it takes me to the function itself. Now at this moment, most JavaScript libraries, I suggest you not to edit them because they are JavaScript libraries. If you must, then here's what you can do. Let's look at sources, network tab. Let's press on the escape. Let's press on coverage. Let's refresh the page. Here you want to double check the JavaScript. So instead of modifying the library, JavaScript library, you can perhaps group them or even remove them if the page doesn't need it. Okay. Anything you see here in this example, that jQuery library, 50% of it is not used on this page log. So I wouldn't, go in and start removing things from here. Because when you look at everything else and different scripts and so on, then when you optimize them, you won't probably need to touch the library, because most content management systems use JavaScript libraries such as jQuery and so on, okay? But I'm just showing you what's possible, because for your setup you may say, okay, I can see the things that is in red color here, they are actually not called per se, but then you need to further troubleshoot as you interact with the web page further, because different parts of a site may use those. Okay, so now let's take a look. Where are we? Where were we? Let's do something like this. Let's lift that up. Then there was recalculate style. So that's an opportunity here, because as we can see, that took a bit too long, right? So on click event, calculate styles. Let's close the console and let's bring that up. Okay, as we can see here, that's the JavaScript that's been called to recalculate the style. For my setup, somewhere in there is primary navigation, which is this one here, right? So now within this here, you can say, do you need to recalculate those styles? Can you optimize that CSS differently? So instead of a JavaScript calling that CSS, because that's recalculating the styles, then you may say, okay, you know what? Instead of recalculating that style here, which is an on-click event, so now I can search on-click event here, and that's the function. So there was a function call. If mobile button is pressed on click, as in clicked, then there's new styles being added here. In my example, I probably would not remove that. But once you start analyzing this performance report for troubleshooting interaction to next paint issues, then you will see great opportunities. So that is how you optimize and fix interaction to next paint issues that take longer than 500 milliseconds. It doesn't matter what type of website, simply interact with the page and record what's been clicked, what's been navigated through using a keyboard. Okay, particularly for e-commerce, obviously add the cart button, the menus, and so on. Now, before I close up, this particular optimization through the coverage, in fact, when you look at this particular report and look at the JavaScript calls, you will see great optimization opportunities. In this example, some JavaScript is being called by Shopify, and 71% of it is not used. Let's look at another one. There is a global.js. Okay, for Shopify, I'll just touch base with you as to where to, perhaps optimize JavaScript. You edit your theme. You can defer the scripts, perhaps put them in the footer, and go in and ask yourself, do you really need to use all the apps, all the plugins, which burden the page load times, and they may cause Core Web Vital issues as well, okay? So at the end of the day, I know this is an advanced tutorial, but this is how you actually troubleshoot persistent INP issues longer than 500 milliseconds. To let me wrap it up, you can use page speed insights, look at your first input delay, obviously, time to first byte as in total blocking time. You could have used the web developer toolbar, performance monitor, and interact with the page to see. Because time to first byte, if you click on it, you can learn more, but let's do something like this. Total blocking time. When you click on that, you can see. Let's press on largest contentful pane. As we can see, there's opportunities here. Because any Core Web Vital optimization will help all the other Core Web Vital scores as well. So when we look at the total blocking time, here it's telling us some insights as to what we can do. Avoid excessive DOM size. That means perhaps simpler web page design. Minimize main thread work. And these are quick and easy way to see it. But if it's longer than 500 milliseconds, then just doing this may not be enough. So then you want to go in, perhaps optimize the code itself. As I've said, you could easily use this JavaScript library. I'll show you what that would look like before I close up. Let's comment that out. Let's do something like this. Let's actually report all of it. Let me put that back online. Let me refresh the page. Let's look at console, and these are our Web Vital reports coming from the library. And we can actually see first contentful paint, and it gives us some more insights as to what was called and how long it took. Time to first byte needs improvement, and it shows us overall as to what we can do. Waiting time, DNS lookup time, connection time, request time. Okay, so this library could be useful. The web extension is also useful as well, okay? Now, I have covered the basics, how to troubleshoot and fix. That's perhaps basic. And if that video wasn't helpful, then I've decided to create this particular video session in hope it will guide you to fix INP issues. I thank you for learning with RankYa, and I'll talk with you in the next video session.